Welcome to the Vivekananda Yuva Bharati Kridangan, Salt Lake, Kolkata, and the new domestic season 2026-27 kicks off with the inaugural game of the Indianoil Durand Cup. There are moments, there's emotion running sky high, and both the sides and supporters, they're all waiting there. The Mariners and the Red and Gold Brigade, the two most revered clubs in the history of the Indian football, and they're waiting for the start of a new season. And here comes the dignitaries, the Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Indianoil Khan, in charge of the Youth Affairs, Sports and Department of Consumer Affairs. And here's a lovely fly past, the Armed Forces flag, the Eastern Command flag, the choppers are flying over the wonderful stadium here for the inaugural day, and the domestic Indian football season kicks off here with this iconic derby.
Absolutely, yeah, it's really good to see these two sides that were, vying for the ISL title last season and starting off the season almost a Super Cup feel with them coming face to face in the first game. And good to see all Indian lineup between the two sides, so should be in for a very, very exciting opening game.
Different head coaches as well. Panos in Paris has taken over, having never lost to them in 5 matches. Quite the record. Abhimithe, decent first time delivery, what a chance. Manveer just getting into that near post area where he excels. Good technique as well from the full back.
Yeah, really good ball out wide, good look up from Abhimithe, whips in that cross. Yeah, definitely these kind of pre-season games, pre-season in terms of pre-season to the Indian Super League, are really good opportunities to get your match fitness.
Kian Nasiri in space, he's got a time to pick out a pass. And still inside the box with Sahal turning and testing Prabhsukh and Gill. Not enough venom in that shot.
Yeah, these are the opportunities. Sahal relishes a little tight space, his ability to turn. You've got to give credit to the defender, made sure he didn't have the space.
Abhimithe. Yeah, it was always wanting for more pace, that delivery. He counts as a header on target and a decent cross, but needed more speed and velocity on it.
Yeah, patient build-up. Once again, getting the full-back into a good position. No real pressure on him to cross, but it's got to be something special from that distance to trouble Prabhsukh and Gill.
Mohun Bagan, super giant. Excited to see how that pans out in the regular season. Here's Manveer. Really good ball as well. Sahal's kept it in place, mashes it only as far as Jeekson, and is asking for handball.
Slowed down. You can see his arms are by the side. Yeah, certainly by the side of his body. He has struck his arm, but where is he supposed to put his arm? By the side of his body.
Sahal, tight angle, side netting. Looking very menacing, almost as if he's picked up from last season.
Opportunity to start, clever turn, just gets away from Rohitkumar. Once again, the angle's just really tight. It would have been something absolutely spectacular to beat Prabhsukh and Gill. He's well aware of his angles.
He's been goal on the counter. Bipin in his stride. Edmund had a couple of options as well. Bipin was just trying to possibly pull a man away. Gathering pace. And he was getting into a position from where he could shoot Apuya. And Edmund had to nudge him a little. It was enough to bring him down, and Mohun Bagan, super giant, have an excellent opportunity to score from this kind of range. It is Liston Colasso. Took a touch and went out, but Prabhsukh and Gill was rooted to the spot just in case that deflection was going goalwards.
Yeah, as soon as I took the deflection, Prabhsukh and Gill was completely beaten and just praying and hoping That wasn't curling in towards the far post.
Liston's attempt was blocked. Bagan trying to win it back in really good positions. Here's Mehtab. Good idea to pass it to Liston. Now Thapa. Control his studs under that. Still opens up for Kian Nasiri, who finds himself in some space. Manveer and Sahal knocks it in. We have the first goal of the Indianoil Durand Cup 2026, and it is Sahal Abdul Samad, the man who deserves it the most on the pitch, with the easiest of tap-ins after some excellent work.
Counter press to win the ball back immediately, put the pressure on. That's when Kian Nasiri wins the ball. There's a clever little dummy, or we'll say it was a dummy from Manveer as he tried to flick it through his legs. And Rohit Kumar hasn't tracked the run of Sahal Abdul Samad, and he has the easiest of tap-ins. Silky feet, great touches earlier on. All he needed was one touch to put that into the back of the net and put aside into the lead. The question now is, can they hold on to it, or can they increase that lead? Yeah, you can just see the difference already with Suhail Ahmedabad chasing things down, applying a little bit of pressure from the front, and making some really good runs already to give his players options.
Oh, here we go, and Subhashi surely stopped a promising attack. He wasn't the last man though, which might mean it's only a yellow card. He has to make a quick decision. It is yellow, and Subhashi should be very, very pleased that at least one of his two centre-backs were also making the run in behind him.
Nalbeke is in a covering position. It's a saving grace for Subhashi, which is why it's a yellow and not a red.
Ramirez with a floater. It's a really good ball as well, causes some problems. And Subhashi redeems himself with a clearance. There you can see what the injection of quality has done for the team, which is trailing.
Yeah, just a quality delivery from Ramirez on that set piece, floated in towards the far back post. And once again, the set piece defending of Mohun Bagan leaves a lot to improve on. Subhashi gets two bites of it, doesn't clear it the first time. Fortunately for him, Anwar just couldn't close him down.
Rashid tried to step onto it. Edmund is onto it. And now Chungnunga from a narrow angle. Vishal Keth parries it away. Chungnunga set it back up for Rashid, who has skied it.
Yeah, there's a tougher chance and a look for Rashid. But as the ball breaks, this is clever from Edmund, just recognising the movement of Chungnunga. He takes a brilliant shot from a very, very acute angle, and then is clever enough to just nod that back into the danger area. Players closing him down, had to take a good first touch to bring it down. And once again, you can see a good save, standing tall from Vishal Keth.
Not sit back and be shy. PV Vishnu plays it out wide for Jai Gupta and gets it back. Vishnu's ball in, has a lot of pace, and Ramirez's touch only took it towards the post. That was close. The closest they've come to scoring.
Got just the minimal contact that he wanted, just to redirect it towards goal, but just couldn't sneak.
Another good ball. Jasin tried to roll it towards goal, just kept in play. They're asking for handball. Apuya on the goal line. Nothing given. And that's one aspect of Jai Gupta's game that has to get better.
Yeah, here's that look at the handball as Apuya went to clear it, slipped, and it's come off. Possibly touched Nalbeke in that region, but again.
Here comes East Bengal. Better delivery this time. Rashid, wonderful attempt. And a fine save from Vishal Keth. Big moment in the game.
Great stretch and great contact from Rashid to get that goal bound. And that is a top save from Vishal Keth.
Thapa with incredible awareness to play that ball out wide. Here's Shayan. For the first time in possession, Shayan Banerjee straight to the keeper. And possibly the last move now for East Bengal as we approach 5 completed minutes of added time. Panos Dylan Peris wins his first game in charge of Mohun Bagan Supergiant in this edition of the Indianoil Durand Cup. A bit of vengeance from last season, and the draw and the drama and the eventual giving away of the shield. But they will say this is just the beginning. For Habas, this is what it means to be on the other side of Kolkata. You usually end up arguing and making a case after 90 minutes when you're in red and gold. But if this is the precursor to the season which is to come, and so it ends 1-0 to Mohun Bagan Supergiant in this Indianoil Durand Cup opener.